Hey everyone, it's Kyle from Kool Collectibles, back again with another much anticipated, long awaited review for the Hot Toys 1966 Adam West Batman. And just looking at it there through the viewfinder, it looks pretty amazing. And I'm definitely glad to have it in the collection finally. It's not without its faults, which I'll get to in a few moments. But definitely glad to have him and Robin. I got them both the other day together in one shipment, so I'm glad to finally have them in the collection. Just go through quickly the accessories. You get the warning on the suit, which I'll get to soon. You get the usual instruction manual. Just the packaging first up. If you just see this, probably everyone's seen it already. You get the packaging with the window. So this is the bottom of the box that they normally have. And so the tray goes in there, and so that's a beautiful touch for them to put this window, so you can effectively recreate them climbing up the wall. And you get the sort of cover with a nice logo and the nice artwork. So just these guys here, package designers Dixon, Chen and Monster Jr. I have no idea why his name's Monster, but whoever they are, they did an outstanding job on this packaging. So here's the window that you see the tray in. So you could keep the figure in there, but I love the retro artwork and colouring. And here's the front cover. I'll see if I can move back slightly. So you see the Batman logo from the classic TV series, although this is based mainly off of the movie, and I love the way they've done the Batman there. So pretty much 10 out of 10 from me on the packaging. So I'll just get those out the way. Now onto the accessories, and it does come seemingly with a lot, but most of them, as you can see, are in the hands. So you get the bomb holding hands, you know, him running around. I just can't find a way to get rid of a bomb. And they do pretty much hold that bomb pretty well. So that'll probably be a great way for a photo opportunity there. And it does come with a bomb. It's a shame it doesn't come with the little string there, but I'm not sure if this little package of string here includes that, or if that's just the rope that they include for climbing up the wall. So he gets a hell of a lot of hands, the usual relaxed hands and fists, but he also has the dance move, Batsui or whatever they call it, hands, which is pretty cool. He gets the bat phone, which is nicely detailed, so that's pretty cool, and Robin has the same. Gets the shark repellent, so you can see that there, and it does have a cap, so you just pull that off and you can spray that. So you use the specific finger spray painting hand for that. So that's all pretty cool. And you get the batarang, which I think you attach the rope to. So you also get the alternate face plates. So this is the one I guess used for the bomb. And just looking at that, the paint app is outstanding. And it definitely looks like Adam West. And just the realism in the teeth is pretty amazing. And you have the other sort of semi-relaxed, half smirking, slightly open look, which is pretty cool too. And they just attach on similarly with all the other Batman figures with the magnet. And that's pretty much it. So onto the figure. Let me just get all of these guys out the way. Give you guys a closer look. So if you the best thing about this figure is of course the head sculpt, and it's pretty much, I'll just zoom in, pretty much a dead on look I can't believe how amazing it looks. How they've been able to capture the shadows in the cowl there. They've rectified the sitting in of the faceplate, so it doesn't have the outer edge like the DX09 Keaton Batman, and also I guess the DX12 to some extent. So the faceplate actually sits very nicely under there. You can see a bit of the nose under there. My lighting's probably not showing it as well as it could, but the detail in the eyes is incredible. Just the glassiness and the realism in the eyes. You can sort of get a glimpse of it there as the light shines through. It's probably one of the best likenesses I've seen from Hot Toys for a while. So I'm definitely glad on that point. Just going down the suit, the cape. Now the cape, the material itself is pretty good. It's a nice sort of fine material, and it does have, if you can see there, these little clips that clip into these little clips on the side. Now these clips, they've used them on figures like the Joker and DX04 Bruce Lee and so on, and on this particular figure they're an absolute bitch to clasp on, and so much so that I've decided on this side, which I was able to get in, to not even bother doing it anymore. But on this side I actually ended up snapping the little nub off, which is something similar to what I did on the DX08 Joker jacket, where I snapped that off as well. But luckily it sort of seems to sit fairly well without it. There are, if I just turn him around, there are also a couple of clasps that hold, if I can just lift that up. If you can see there, I can't lift it up any further because I've snapped them on, and so they hold the cape closer to the body, since it's stuck onto the suit. So I managed to get them on, but yeah, they're an absolute pain in the ass to do, and I wouldn't recommend mucking around too much with them at all. Now I guess the biggest controversy with this suit is the really delicate material. I guess one of the other issues with mine is that bat symbol isn't exactly straight, but I mean that's something I could live with. But the material of the suit is just so delicate. I mean, if you can see here, mine has a mark right there that probably isn't showing up as much in this lighting as it does under the LEDs. And that was straight out of the box, and there are a couple of other runs, if you can see right there, that are just waiting for me to catch it on something and make them worse. The material, it's not a sort of reflective material like the Reeve Superman. It's almost like cotton or something, but it's very sheer and very delicate, and if you catch it on pretty much anything, you know, just a little bit of skin or anything, and it'll start to snag, and there's no going back. So there's probably another little tiny one on his knee there. So a lot of customizers are swapping over for Tony Myers custom cape, but honestly I can't justify paying pretty much half of what I paid for him just to get another suit. So I'll probably live with what I've got, and probably not pose him up all that much at all. The belt is pretty nicely done. I heard people were complaining about the sort of plasticky look, but it looks pretty accurate to me. And this centerpiece is metal, I think it is, and it did have a sort of protective plastic sticker thing that I've taken off now. So I think that overall the belt looks pretty good. accuracy wise. I'm not quite sure if it should be sitting that low. But on the back of that plate are a couple of hooks, I think, that really, if you have it riding high, you really run the risk of damaging the suit above it, which I'm not going to risk. The underpants, I guess people have complained about the underpants being a little bit baggy, but I think they look pretty good, considering this is from the 60s and undies were on the outside, or all the superheroes, and I think it looks pretty accurate to the way he looked in the TV series. The boots are a nice sort of soft plastic material, and the detailing is great. I mean, you can see, well, you probably can't see with my lighting. Let me see if I can turn on the light here. Just hold on a second. On. I don't know if that helped any, but if you can see, it's got a fake sort of zip there. The paint app's really nice, and the flexibility is pretty good, so you can get some of the ankle rocking action going, so that's all pretty good too. Swapping out of the hands was a little painful. These do come out, I guess, a bit easier than some other figures. The gauntlets do slide right off, and luckily the suit's got a black undersuit that sort of holds it in place. But I'm not quite sure if I've pushed these in as far as they can go. So you can see that sort of joint there. So I'll try and futz around with that. But the gauntlets are nicely sculpted and have the same sort of soft plastic feel to them. So that is all pretty good. What else can I say? I guess the ears were a bit of controversy around the ears, but they're a nice sort of soft plastic there, and I've looked at some screen grabs and watched a few clips from the movie, and it looks pretty accurate to me, so I can't really complain there. What else can we say that hasn't really been said on some other reviews? That's pretty much it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the figure. It's just a shame that the suit is so damn delicate. I mean, I tried to use these gloves, but you really, with those gloves on, I don't get that same feel when I pose and adjust the figure, so I just end up using my hands anyway. And I guess, if you look at my fingers aren't that bad. If I turn this light off again, and I've almost made some runs myself without all too much trouble at all. So that's probably the main criticism of the figure. I guess the other main criticism was just the unboxing. I mean, it comes with so much plastic. There's plastic around the neck, plastic around the arms, the belt, the legs, and they tape it all together, and just getting it all off was just, I don't know, an activity in frustration for me, particularly after I found the suit was so delicate. I just didn't want to freaking touch the guy. But if you've seen some of the pictures on the Kool Collectibles page, you'll see once you pose them up, there's just so many options to pose these guys. They're a lot of fun, with the campiness of the bombs and the fighting stances, them running, them climbing up the wall. There's so many options to have these guys look good on the shelf. So I think the Ultimate will have them displayed with the Batmobile whenever that does come out. Hopefully Hot Toys gets on that ASAP. So I hope you guys like that quick look. If you do get it, I grew up watching the 66 show reruns in the 80s pretty much every day after school. So I love this series just as much as Transformers and Masters of the Universe and all that sort of stuff. So I don't think I could have lived with myself if I didn't get this guy. He's probably 95% perfect, apart from that couple of runs there. But what can you do? There's there's not much more I can do about that. I still think the figure's worth having in your collection if just for nostalgia. So I've also got the Robin, which I've got behind me, so I'll set that up for the next review. Hope you guys like that quick look. Definitely check out some more of the photos on Kool Collectibles. I'll post up a full written review on the website soon, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, bye.